neighborhood. You know, and plus also sterilization for our people, locking up. You know, they're doing all kind of stuff. They implementing, building prisons and just to lock up our people. You know, so they think about this 24 hours a day, just to get our people. But we're gonna do it here in righteousness. We're not gonna just kill, you know, the nation that wills and so on and so forth, because they're going to be our slaves. So.
And that's the difference. The fact that, like your brothers are bringing out, it's about justice. It's about righteous justice. It's not just about, okay, some bloodthirsty, like how the people in the world look at it. Oh, okay, yeah, we took over you. You're going to do the same thing to us. And we just go back and forth, back and forth. No, it's not working like that. This is last, final, be-all justice, to where now Israel's got the crown and going forward continually. And that's it. No more of this rise and fall of nations. That only happens because why? You want to rule your way, not dealing with God's law. We're going to be ruling with God's law, therefore the kingdom will not go away, like you read in Daniel 2. So that's where the difference comes in.
Right.
People a lot of times have a hard time with that. When we talk about judgment, you know, being killed, being murdered, being killed, there's a difference versus being murdered. People say, oh, you know, yeah, like they make comments like that. They go, oh, that's not righteous. But it shows that they lack the understanding of the Most High's justice. They lack the understanding of the Most High's judgment.
Yeah. So like 100 million blacks, 77 million Native Americans. What is the punishment for that?
200 million blacks.
Alright, reverse it. Verse 8. Despise not the discourse of the wise, but acquaint thyself with their proverbs, for of them thou shalt learn instruction, and how to serve great men with ease. Of wise men, you know, like we had like elders. We had an elder that we would, before we do certain things, we went to the elders.
Right.
Yeah. And to hear what the elders would say. You know, and their proverbs. That we learn instructions from them. Because even when I think when Solomon, the kingdom was split from Solomon or something like that, when Solomon died, and one of his sons or whatever didn't want to listen to the elders. But we went to the elders, the gates of the city, and we hear their instructions and their proverbs and what to do and what not to do. That we learned from them. Was it Eric?
Yeah. Scripture, Hebrews the 13th chapter, verse 17. I call that a good one because it said, obey them that have the rule over you, and submit yourself, for they watch for your souls, as they that must give account, that they may do it with joy and not with grief, for this is unprofitable for you. Here, as we've seen, is that once again,
Hebrews?
Huh?
What was that verse, brother?
Hebrews 13th chapter, verse 17. Because here it is when it's speaking in this sense of the eldership. Remember what I said a long time ago, that elders means men who is mature within the word of the Most High. And
in our nation.
Huh?
In our nation.
Right. Not any heathen. What are you talking about?
I think that's understood.
Well, I'm just...
What? Did I miss something?
No, I think he was just like...
No, sometimes, the churches would use that. Yeah, go ahead. Speak.
Okay. It got me lost because I thought it was talking about like elders, well, of course they're of our nations, you know what I'm saying? They're of the nation of Israel, they're elders, and the ones that they're set to give an account, to watching out for our souls, and the ones that are our elders that the Most High, Yahweh has put over us and stuff like that. We also should watch how we deal with them, because they're the ones praying, making intercessions and stuff like that, and going through the scriptures. Even though we may have a little bit of no milk, no some of the milk, and have a little bit of meat, still wouldn't help, wouldn't hurt for us. Well, it will hurt if we don't obey the elders with their the different schools and leaders, different schools and stuff like that. Because it won't profit us to go against them. Because of going against them, that links up with Luke chapter 10, verse 16. When we're hearing from the elders, we are hearing from the Most High. And if we reject the elders, we reject Yahweh Shai. And if we reject Yahweh Shai, we reject Yahweh, who has sent Yahweh Shai. So there's an order right there that the Most High has for his church, for his nation.
His church. I know you were to say church, right?
Yeah, but then I guess some people may not understand that church is the people and stuff. So I haven't really, well, you got what I'm saying, right?
Oh yeah.
All right.
I got a link up with the brother read, and we just read in verse 9. It's actually going back to what we read before in Ecclesiastes, back to chapter 6.
Verse 8.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Verse 8. I didn't read that. I didn't get to read that 9 yet. I didn't read 9 first.
Okay, well, this goes with 8 too. It goes with both.
Oh.
I'll just read it. Ecclesiastes 6. And this is, I can start from verse 34. It says, stand the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise. Verse 35. Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee. 36. And if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door. See that? So constantly be knocking on that man's door. Hey, what's going on? To where you become annoying. Where the man's just like, okay, fine, sit down. Because even a wise man, even if he has things going on, he's going to say, okay, let me set some time aside for this young man, because he clearly wants to learn, so I can't hold him back. Just as men didn't hold me back when I wanted to learn more.
We're not talking about the Dalai Lama who went to Newark, and people look into him of peace, and he's supposed to be wise and all that stuff. Not him. You don't know anything. Mm-hmm. He's supposed to take care of his people, because he's going to Newark, talking to our people. And was that Mayor Sharp over there, or who's that mayor in Newark?
Booker.
Booker is over there. I think it was talking to him, and now people gather around the Dalai Lama as if he's wise. Yeah.
Dalai Lama sound like an animal.
Tell him to go back to his people and take care of his people. We'll take care of our people.
Right, that's right.
Verse 9.
True,
Ecclesiastes 8, verse 9. Miss not the discourse of the elders, for they also learn of their fathers, and of them thou shalt learn understanding, and to give answer as need required. So he goes with verse 8. 8 also. Because we went to our elders, even with the kings. Even with our kings, we went to the elders. Or we want to learn something, we went to the elders, because they would read the law, and know certain things, or probably know certain, things, and what to do and what not to do.
Yeah, it's funny too, because you still see this going on even in 2011 to a certain extent. Where you go in the so-called black or the so-called Hispanic community, where certain elder individuals in the community, people will say, oh yeah, go to so-and-so, go to father, go to mom, or grandmom, or they might have a name for it, everybody knows her as, that they'll go to sit on her lap to hear her certain things, yeah, pop. People know that man in the community, and they'll go to him, for certain things, So you see that even happening now in this day and age, even though we're in confusion.
Even sometimes our elders could be lawyers too, know the law, and also know the law of the land too, and able to deal with it accordingly, or know who to speak to.
That's a good point. Straight up.
You're trying to surpass them and doing your own way. Like you might as well sometimes they even tell you to go to speak to them first and before you come. Verse 10. Kindle not the coal of a sinner, lest thou be burnt with the flame of his fire. So, a guy who's, they're constantly, sinning and doing all kind of, I could say wickedness too.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just give me a sec. I need to refresh because I think it froze. I'll give the signal once we're up and running again.
I don't know how the newscasters do when they do news. But they have a 12-second delay or something like that. Oh, they have big equipment. They have millions and millions of dollars of equipment.
So did they kill Osama bin Laden? Yes, Chuck, they did kill Osama bin Laden. 10 years later.
Maybe they got him.
That's what they said. Yeah, they might kill him or whatever. Kill him years ago, or kill him now. But they're killing our people every day.
Of course.
Our people.
That's just business. That's just business.
So I'm looking for Osama bin Laden. What's bin Laden? Son of Laden. Oh, I'm looking for the son of Laden. Who talks like that?
They're killing our people every day.
Who's your people? Osama bin Laden killed a Jake? Let's take him out. Oh, he's already out.
Alright, we're about to go back up. I'll let you know. Hold on one second. About to go up and
Scroll. That shit. Yeah, we're frozen. So formula says that something you should deal with Verizon or the website. Is it Verizon or the website?
He says either one of those?
Yeah, he was saying if you should deal with it, is it Verizon?
I think it's the website.
Is it website?
It's sometimes it's Verizon, sometimes it's the website. You're back on.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes you could lend, still verse 12, sometimes you could lend, money, your car. He could even borrow your car and just like crash it too. You're like, leave it on the side of the road. All kind of stuff. Verse 13.
Even the person's weaker than me. That's just wrong.
Be not surety above thy power, for if thou be surety, take care to pay it. Be not too over surely at what you can do, or say what you can do and you can't do it to you. It's not in your power to do it. Yeah, somebody might even, ask you to prove it, and you're like, you can't do it.
Does everybody know what a surety is?
It's like the same thing as like assurance.
Insurance?
Not insurance, but assurance. Like, can I give an example so you can see what I'm talking about?
Okay, I'm listening.
Because see, when I read this, be not surety above thy power, for if thou be surety, take care to pay it. It's like, okay, I can lift weights, okay? But if I say, well, I can lift 650 pounds, that's out of my power. I'm not sure to lift 750 pounds, but I know with surety, with assurance, that I can lift, let's just say, 125 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And it said,
Well, just to stop you there, I mean that's pretty much the gist of it.